Hey everybody, welcome back to Blue CCG. Today, I have a really good deck here for you guys. This deck will propel you up on ladder. The games are super quick and pretty straightforward deck to play. So today I'm presenting the Meta Jaggro Japan-German Aggro deck, uh, featuring Feigned Retreat, of course. So now this deck has been great for such a long time. Again, the games are so fast. You're able to get in so many more ladder games playing a deck like this than playing a slower control deck, even if you're losing. Kind of the whole a really good strategy for climbing ladder on cards before we get into things is to play decks that have really quick games, really quick turnover. So even if you are losing every once in a while, you're playing enough games to where you can really catch up, uh, versus playing a super slow deck, having a 30-minute game, and then unfortunately losing. Uh, if you can't, there's no way you can climb by unless you have 100% win rate, basically, if you're playing a game even 10-15 minutes a game. Uh so with that being said, here's the deck list. Now, one major change update for this list following the balance changes is the Type 96 AA gun. This thing has been so nice in my testing so far. Being able to drop it for 3 is a massive upgrade from having to wait till turn 4. It also draws you a card, 2 to artillery, and the ability on the card has actually been relevant in many situations because US ramp is pretty prevalent right now on ladder. Uh, so having those B-17s entering with 1 HP and being able to be one shot by your artillery gun is just nuts, right? Uh, so kind of the main strategy with this deck is to really get your 1 drops and your 2 drops down. Kind of mulligan aggressively for your 15th Cavalry, your Bicycle. Signal Regiment is probably the best card in this deck. It allows you to trade damage with your opponent just by having your units die. And that's the object of the game. We don't want to go late. We want to blitz them down, kind of all in strategy, and then burn them out with cards like Signal Regiment, AKITA, the MITO, and remove their guards with the Sendai. Now, Sendai is a super important card. I think the deck really has struggles if you don't have at least one Sendai. That's why sometimes it's good to keep a Sendai in your opening hand. It can be matchup dependent. Um, I would say if you're up against a Japan mirror, you probably don't need to keep Sendai in your opener. But it's really effective coming down on turn 4, taking away their guard. There's been a lot of C4th Highlanders running around, a lot of Bologna regiments from the Italians. And so this card really comes in clutch in that department. Now, for draw for this deck, you kind of have 2 major sources of draw here. Your Enigma, of course, one of draw as many cards until you have as many as your in hand as your opponent. And then the big draw here is Feigned Retreat. So Feigned Retreat is discard your hand for 6 credits, and then when you deploy a unit this battle, draw a card. Okay, so how is that good in this deck? So all of our units, vast majority of them, are cheap and they have blitz. So we're talking, I mean, look at this curve here. 1 and 2. I think there's 13 1-drops and 13 2-drops. Right? Just ridiculous. So the main way to draw these orders. Now, the way we've built our deck is not very many orders. We have Desperate Measures, we have Enigma, we have Bomb and Raid, and Feigned Retreat. There's only 4 orders in the deck, and which makes a card like the Orado really valuable. So this card comes down if you have equal or less units on the battlefield, draw an order. That way we can tutor out our big draw. You can tutor out a burn spell. And with having only 4 orders in the deck, it's really reliably going to draw what you need in whatever situation you're faced in. Now, going forward to just some of the big power finisher cards, The KI-83 is just busted. Even post its nerf, originally this card had ambush, which is crazy, which made it just impossible to kill. Now having it be 6/5, no ambush, definitely more killable, but still really dang hard to kill. Slamming this on turn 4, I would always slam this on turn 4. And the card draw you gain from it is insane. Also, the Shiden is a main way to close out a lot of games, especially if you are going to the 10 and 11 credit part of the game. Being able to slam this down and burst for 8 damage in the late game can be game ending. So that's pretty much it for the deck. It plays very, very straightforward. So what we're going to do now is jump into a couple games on ladder. Test it out, and then afterwards I will give my kind of final thoughts and any sort of tweaks, maybe if you don't have all the elites, if there's any cards you don't really have, you know, specials and things like that. So I could give you a couple tips for maybe a little more budget version. But without further ado, let's hop into some ladder games. All right, we are queued up. So kind of when you're looking to mulligan with this deck, we want to really focus on keeping 1s and 2 drops. You want to keep your 1s and 2 drops. So let's see what we get here. Excellent. Now, since we're not going first, I always get rid of Arado. I can pitch the Type 93, pitch the MITO. That's going to be too slow. 15th Cavalry and the Type 94 are 2 really great 1-drops. And then the Beef Wagon, here we go. So with the Beef Wagon in your hand, we're going to be able to put this cavalry in the front line here and have the Beef Wagon ride up next to it. It puts big pressure on turn 1. I mean, 4 damage here. If we'd like, we could play the Type 93, make that 6 damage. Oh, he discarded our KI-83. Well, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to start pushing face. Now against German discard, they can have root out the enemy on turn 4, which is a big blowout for us. But thankfully, we are going to be getting in a lot of damage before that happens. Fortification coming down turn 3. Even though, you know, basically I'm going to just make him have root out the enemy. If he doesn't have it, he's just basically dead here. And so we're just going to go all in. That's really the strategy of this particular archetype. You don't really... Oh my goodness. Whew. Top deck Signal Regiment. This card allows us to just keep pushing through damage. Whenever one of our units dies, 1 damage of the HQ. So I think in this scenario here, we're going to do some trading. We'll go 3-6 and then hit for 3. Actually, we could do Desperate Measures. Okay, this is way better. So Desperate Measures, 2 damage. We'll do 2 damage here, 3 here, and then we're hitting for 6 plus the 2 from our dead units. He's at 4. He is at 4. He's within burn range. You know, something like a Sendai would be game winning right now. Another Type 94 would be winning. We'll discard our surprise attack. We'll move this guy up. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to trade now. We're going to put him at 1 HP. So now he's in a situation where if he can't actually kill our 15th Cavalry Reg because the Signal Regiment will kill him. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was about a 3.5 minute game. Typically, that's how quick the games go with Jaggro. Just for a point of view, I started today. I played about a couple hours today. And I was probably top 50. And I'm already getting closer towards the top 20 here with Jaggro. That's just because you can get in so many games. And even if you lose, you can make up for it with how fast the games are. So let's do another battle here. It was very fortunate for us as well that our opponent didn't have root out the enemy on turn 4. He did have double C4th Highlanders, but we were able to just power through it with the help of the Type 94. Enemy located. All right, we're against the Brits. Ooh, here's a Sendai. Now, this is an interesting mulligan here. I'm going to assume he's probably Brit, some kind of Brit ramp or Brit control with guards. So I'm going to keep Sendai here. And wow, this is a slow hand. There's 26 cards that cost 2 or less in this deck. And we don't have any. Well, there comes the honey. Turn 2. I think what I'm going to do is play the DINAH. I'm going to draw 2 1-drops. Draw a pair of the Type 94. Okay. These two work so well together, adding surprise attack to your hand. And then you can double surprise attack on a guard to take it down. I'd love to kill that honey. But why didn't he attack? Is he really holding up an Ultra? In that case, I really don't want to waste this bombing raid. So I'll instead just kind of develop my board here. Right, Monty's gonna come down, pin everything. Yeah, he's still holding up Ultra. Do I just drop sheet in here and start hitting? It's possible. I could burn this to get rid of Ultra and then bombing raid. So he stops healing. That is a tough question. Super tough. All right, we'll throw Sheetan down. I'd like to ideally save these 2 surprise attacks to take out one of his guards. All right, Monty into shelling. Like peanut butter chocolate. Two, 3, 4. Well, we'll kill the honey. Get our second surprise attack. We have carpet incoming next turn. Do we have to be wary of that? Oh, Stars and Stripes. Yikes. Well, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. We have to be getting in face damage. We'll put AKITA up there. He's probably going to carpet bomb. So post carpet, we have the Type 96. Oh, wow. Churchill. Okay. Not bad. We're going to take front line again. We're going to MITO front line. Hit him for another 2. The nice thing is we can sort of kill this Churchill at any time with our surprise attacks. All right, there's carpet. Just come on, everything face. Ah, dang it. Well, now we can draw with the Rado. We have desperate measures. Put him up there. Put the AA gun up there. Now we can kill Churchill. I really would have hoped to draw our Feigned retreat because that's kind of really what we need now. Britain can put down a lot of guards. They can heal. You know, they have a lot of draw potential. Okay. And then we pushes back with the RAF. Got it. Oh, top deck. All right. So we're going to move up. Now we kind of have to start burning the cards in our hand. So we're just going to go all face with everything. Face, face, face. Face, face, face. We have an answer for guard. We'll burn this desperate measures next turn and then drop Feigned retreat most likely. If he doesn't play a guard. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, we gotta Sendai that. Oh my god, and we draw another one. No, we're not gonna Feigned retreat yet. We have plenty of pressure actually without needing to do it. And also drawing the second Sendai is mwah, beautiful. More draw. Second carpet. Hit face? Oh, come on. Been unlucky with those, man. Both of them have not hit. Okay, so now we're going to Sendai. Feigned retreat. We discard our hand. Now each time we play a unit, we draw a card. And with all these units with Blitz in our deck, we can draw Blitz, 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 Blitz. Send them all forward. Opponent is ramping. Double Observer Core. What does he have? All right, now it begins. He's actually used both carpet bombs, which is really, really great. Yeah. We're just going to send everybody up front. Even the old Sendai is getting in there. There's Honey. We're going to have a big draw. Lend-Lease. Okay, nice. Double discount on the Lend-Lease. 3K to draw 4 cards. Can you imagine? Sadly, both of our Sendai's are gone. Ooh, that's a good card. Ooh, there's Signal. Very nice. We're moving up. We're going to kill Blackwatch. Now this board got a lot more scary now that we have Signal out. Don't know if he has an actual hard removal for Signal anymore. He's used both carpets. Yeah, all he can do is just play more guards. Sad. Kills our K at 83, but again, that's another damage. Now, do we have lethal this turn? We're going to trade Mito. 3 damage. Wow, we have a triple 35T. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is super lethal, guys. This is... Oh, my goodness gracious. GG. Are you kidding me? I'm telling you, this deck is crazy, guys. Crazy good. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Sitting at 24th. Well, thank you so much for watching this deck tech. The games today were super fun. This is only just a small sample of the amount of wins you can get with Jaggro right now. It's a super fast-paced, really straightforward deck. A lot of fun to play as well. So please, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow my Twitch at BlueCCG. And thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.